What's next in the Boston bombing trial? And another major trial developing at this hour in Massachusetts is former federal prosecutor Kendall Coffee. Here's with me this morning. Kendall, what a pleasure to see you.
Thanks, Jose.
So put on your former prosecutor hat, right? What is the biggest concern?
Well, the biggest concern for the prosecution in the Tsarnaev case is this case is just not overdoing it. Don't burn out this jury. And I think an hour is plenty of time, not too much time, to just recapitulate, summarize, present what the jury has already seen, one of the most overwhelming, powerful prosecution cases in any court in this country.
Yeah, and the defense has really had a very kind of limited defense because they've essentially recognized that he did it, so it's been a very limited defense.
Very limited. Typically in a criminal defense case, the cross-examination of prosecution witnesses, one of the biggest parts of it, that's been non-existent here, just 4 witnesses. So this is a less is more defense strategy all the way, and you can expect to see that with a closing argument. It will be much less than the hour of allotted time.
And let me turn to the other trial happening right now in Massachusetts, the Arona Ernandesa murder trial. Hernandez has pleaded not guilty to the 2013 killing of Odin Lloyd. The prosecution took months with over 100 witnesses. That's not expected to be the case for the defense. Tell me about that.
Well, the prosecution has a very strong circumstantial case. And that's the kind of scenario where the defense can hopefully rely on some weaknesses in the prosecution case. For example, never actually found a murder weapon. No real motive has been developed. So what the defense needs to do is come up with some explanation of if Arona Ernandesa didn't do it, how was Odin Lloyd murdered and who did it?
Does Hernandez take the stand, you think?
He doesn't take the stand.
Why?
He doesn't take the stand because he's got other issues that could come out, including prior charges that he's facing in a 2012
that aren't part of this trial.
That aren't part, and that's a key thing for him because if those other 2 murder charges were before this jury, it would be very, very difficult.
So, Kendall, how does being on the stand make it possible for these other charges to seep into this trial?
Well, when you take the stand, you expose yourself to cross-examination by the prosecution, and they'll pursue very aggressively getting into other things. So the last thing a defendant wants to do, if you're sitting where Arona Ernandesa is sitting, is get on the stand and be subject to cross-examination about a lot of other accusations.
Kendall Coffee, always a pleasure. Thanks for being with me.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Jose.
it.